Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for the cheapest and fastest coins anywhere. Use code ZERK for 15% off your order. And if you guys want to compete in tournaments for cash prizes, make sure to check out tourneycrypt.com.
The whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over my rankings of all of the Team of the Year players. And if you guys didn't already know, if you guys haven't played the Team of the Week challenges basically all year long, then you were able to go ahead and get at least 15 Team of the Week tokens. You can actually get a total of 18 if you played every single week. But if you got 15, there is a set you guys can go ahead and do in the sets, and you get yourself a free auctionable Team of the Year player. But from the solos, you actually do get an NAT one. It is not auctionable, and it quits us for 1/4 value. Now it gives you one offensive player, one defensive player, and one specialist player. So you don't get to pick like any single player that you want, but you do get a choice of 1 to 3 players. So I want to go over my rankings. Now, of course, this goes for, in general, if you guys happen to get a couple of these players out of the packs you're not sure to go with, or in general, if you just want to go ahead and pick up some of these players, which ones I recommend you guys go ahead and go after. Also, it's not confirmed, but I'd be kind of surprised if we didn't actually end up getting like a house rules event with Team of the Year. I think it would make perfect sense to them to give us a house rules event with a free Team of the Year player, so maybe we see a house rules for that. I don't know just yet, but we'll have to see. Also, I am going to be doing 10 Team of the Year fantasy packs. You guys can see right, I actually do already have them made in my unopened packs here. 10 Team of the Year fantasy packs. All you guys have to do is get 2,500 likes on that video from this morning. At the time of making this video, it has about 1,500 likes, so we're getting pretty dang close. That video will be out later today. As soon as you guys hit 2,500 likes, I'll get right to recording it, and then I'll push the video out. But with that being said, let's get into my rankings of all the Team of the Year players. So starting all the way at the end, of course, is going to be Tressway. Now, the only reason I have Tressway here is because who really punts anymore? I mean, this is Madden. We literally don't punt. Unless it's like 4th and 15 or more, it's like the only time I punt. If it's 4th and 10 or 4th and 8, 4th and 7, whatever, I do not punt the ball. So to me, if you guys happen to get the punter in your pack, you should not even look his way. Next up is going to be the fullback, Patrick Ricard. Honestly, I just don't really think that fullbacks this year are really that good. Like, they're not really that needed. Like, we have Christian Okoye as well, which in my opinion, strictly because of the speed, I'd still keep Christian Okoye. 89 speed compared to 75. However, I think if you do go with Patrick Ricard, and let's be honest here, every single card in this Team of the Year promo, especially if you're a no money spent player, these are end game cards for you. Like, if you want them to be 95 overall, are definitely good enough to keep basically for the rest of the year. Maybe not keep them at the end of the year whenever you have 99s, but 95s are still really, really good players. Every single player on this list is going to be a very good player, someone that everyone can use. I just don't think the fullback is the most efficient use. If you happen to pull them in your NAT pack or in general going after him, I still feel like Christian Okoye, he's not that far behind when it comes to the run blocking. He's a little bit behind, of course, in lead block, but impact block only 2 less. And 14 more speed powered up. I'm keeping Christian Okoye. I don't think Patrick Ricard is that good. Next is going to be Tariq Cohen. Now, the reason Cohen's so low, of course, is because we already have a ton of really good running backs in the game. Now, Cohen's actually pretty solid. He does have 92 speed, 93 excel, 97 agility, 83 carrying. Very good at catching with 83 catch, 98 elusiveness. But he has no trucking. He's got a 91 break tackle, which is pretty solid. And then, of course, spin and juke, can imagine, are pretty good, 96 and 98. Extremely glitchy. Tariq Cohen at the beginning of the year was just insane when he had the... It's not Theme Diamond. I think it was Theme King, I want to say was the name of it. Theme King Tariq Cohen. Card was incredible, but we kind of moved past that. Now next, let's get into, of course, some offensive linemen. So Ryan Jensen is going to be next on the list at 96 overall. My opinion, I don't think offensive linemen are really the best players to go after. I don't rank them that valuable because we do get new linemen pretty often, and they can be replaced pretty easily. Ryan Jensen here, 92 strength, 95 pass blocking, 91 run block, pretty good, but he also doesn't have a power up. However, I do expect these guys to get powers pretty soon, but currently because he doesn't have a power up, he's going to be the lowest of my O-linemen. Next is Jason Peters. Now, Peters got 95 strength, 95 pass blocking, 92 run block, of course, and he's got some pretty decent speed. And when it comes to his impact block, he's got a 95 impact block with a lead block of, where's the lead block? 95 lead block. That is pretty dang good for a left tackle. And, of course, the thing is that makes Jason Peters a little better than Jensen currently, if you're going to go with him anyways, is the fact that, of course, he does have a power up. So you can power him up, keep him. up to a 97 overall, 67 speed, 73 excel. You power him up, he's got 96 pass block, 93 run block, 96 strength. You could probably get away with using him for the rest of the year. At left guard, we go with Joel Bitonio. He's only got 88 strength, but he has got crazy good pass block at 98. Like, if you need a left guard currently and you want to get a left guard for the rest of the year, if you like to pass the ball, you don't like to run the ball a ton, Joel Bitonio is probably going to be like a guy you can give for the rest of the year. 98 pass block, 96 pass block power. He's also got 74 speed, 86 excel. Definitely pretty dang good. And next is going to be Braden Smith. Now, you might be wondering, why have I had Braden Smith above the rest of the offensive line when he doesn't have a power-up? Well, the reason is because I feel as though he's like way better than most right tackles in this game. He is by far and away like one of the better right tackles with 94 strength, 95 awareness, 93 pass blocking with a 93 run block as well. And he's got pretty solid speed of 67 with 81 acceleration. Once he actually gets a power-up, I think Braden Smith could potentially be a guy you get to keep for the rest of the year. And of course, next up, we have to go with Zach Martin. I had to put him at the top of the list. You can call me biased if you want, but this card is just amazing. Zach Martin, 93 strength, 92 awareness, 94 pass blocking here with a 96 run block. This is definitely an endgame type of right guard in my opinion. He's got very good pass blocking, very good run block, good strength, good speed with 70 speed, 81 acceleration as well. Take a look at his impact block course. It's going to be a 92. And when it comes to his lead block, should be at least a 93. I haven't even seen it, but it should be at least a 93. Which, yes, exactly a 93. So Zach Martin to me definitely should be right here. I think he's the best offensive lineman. And if you want to go with him, power him up to a 97. This definitely an endgame right guard and probably be my right guard the rest of the year. So moving past the O-lineman, now let's get into some other players. We've got Geno Atkins here at defensive tackle, which he's got 95 power move, 91 block shedding, 79 speed, 92 strength. Definitely pretty solid. And of course, the thing is, if you run a 4-3, you use 2 defensive tackles, which is why Geno Atkins I kind of ranked above the offensive lineman because you can use 2 of them, right? Or you can use 2 defensive tackles, so even if you're not going to be your DT1 later on in the year, you can always put him a defensive tackle too. Same thing with 3-4, but you usually don't use 2 defensive tackles ever in a 3-4 unless you sub them in. Now this one may surprise some people, but yes, I'm putting Zane Gonzalez all the way up here strictly because this is a kicker that is one of the best kickers in the game. And once you get him, you really don't ever need to upgrade to another kicker the rest of the year. He's got 97 kick power with 87 kick accuracy. That is insane. I definitely plan on picking him up because having that 3 extra kick power, plus he got 1 more kick accuracy over Will Lutz, is just incredible. I don't even know how far of a field goal he can kick, but having a Zane Gonzalez on your team just locks up one position for you for the rest of the year. And kicker is actually really, really important because if he can kick, like, say, a 60-yard field goal, which he probably can, I'd imagine, with 97 kick power, someone can let me down below. If he can kick a 60-yard field goal, that is big when it comes to if you like to run the ball quite a bit. If you get stuck, you don't know what to do. It's like 4th and 5, 4th and 6. Do you go for it or do you kick the 3? If you can make that long of a field goal, that's game-changing. Next is going to be Za'Darius Smith. Now, Za'Darius Smith, to me, is one of the best left side linebackers in the game. The issue is he can't really stop the run, but in terms of pass rush, he's going to be incredible. 84 speed, 88 acceleration, 86 strength, 90 tackling, 96 play rec. Only a 76 block shot, though, which is my one issue with the card, but he's just such a beast in pass rush. I had to put him up here. 96 power move. If you guys remember Za'Darius Smith, flashback to the, what was it, Schefter Star, I think it was, and Madden, I want to say 16, with 92 whip power as well. That Schefter Star Za'Darius Smith was insane. This card may play better than that one. And a little bit more of a block shedder rather than a pass rusher from Geno Atkins is Grady Jarrett. He's got 72 speed, 86 acceleration, 91 strength, 91 power move, and a 95 block shedding. Personally, I like to go more with the block shedding type of defensive tackles if you're going to go with a DT, and Grady Jarrett definitely has that over Geno, so I am going to rank him above Geno Atkins. Now, one of the more undervalued cards, I believe, honestly, I think this card is really, really good. I think he's underappreciated for sure, is Corey Littleton. Like, he's not the fastest middle linebacker in the game, but he's got 87 speed with 91 acceleration, especially if you guys are rocking a Rams theme team. This is a really good card. And if he gets a power up, he's got 94 tackling, which is really good, 94 play rec, 84 hit power, 82 block shed, and 86 zone. The biggest thing for me is the fact that he has some decent block shed. He's got overall solid speed. He's got solid hit power at 84. It's not amazing. But he's also got a really good zone at 86 zone, which you can get up to 90 with the right abilities, with the right chemistry, everything like that, and an 84 jumping. I think this is honestly a lot better card than people give it credit for. At right outside linebacker, though, of course, Chandler Jones is a monster. He's got 82 speed with 89 acceleration. Again, the kind of big issue here is the block shedding. It's not that good. And comparing to Lawrence Taylor, you kind of see a difference here with the speed, the acceleration. But for those of you that can't afford to get LT, then maybe if you get Chandler Jones here, it's definitely a really good right outside linebacker still. He's actually got better pass rush with a 95 power move, and has still pretty good speed with 82 and an 89 acceleration, 84 block shedding. Chandler Jones, still a beast. Next is going to be Everson Griffin coming in with 84 speed, 87 acceleration with an 89 block shedding, and a 95 power move. Everson Griffin definitely looks like to be, in my opinion, one of the best pass rushers in the game, especially having that speed, the power move combination, and he can also stop the run a little bit. Now, honestly, I don't even remember seeing this card yesterday during the EA stream. I literally don't think I did see it. I don't know if maybe I just skipped over it for some reason in my head. I just didn't screenshot it to show you guys. But Jonathan Jones has got 96 speed with 96 acceleration. That is incredible. That's extremely, extremely fast. That is literally the same speed as powered up Deion Sanders, which is crazy. He's got 87 zone, 94 man coverage with 83 agility, 86 jumping, 91 play rec, 89 press. And of course, if you guys get him in one of your NAT packs, the thing is, if you take him, you get a depth position player. So even if, he gets kicked out of cornerback 1, 2, 3, he can always come in at cornerback 4. He can play in the slot. Jonathan Jones still really, really good. At left end, we've got Calais Campbell, though, which I think is a monster here. 74 speed, 84 excel, 93 strength, 95 tackling, 97 play rec. Extremely efficient versus the run with that 96 block shed and a 92 power move with 89 finesse move. I'd say he probably plays pretty dang comparable with this Reggie White, which Reggie White has just been incredible for me. Now coming back to middle linebackers, of course, we've got Luke Kuechly here, 96 overall. Now, I don't have him ranked that high, strictly because I don't think the card is that good. But he's got 88 speed, 91 excel, 93 hit power, 88 block shedding. And of course, he does have a power up. It's Luke Kuechly. He'll probably get a card way later down the road than maybe like a 98, 99 overall card, like way late. Probably like a couple more months now, but it'll be an endgame type of card. 77 catching, jumping, of course, is going to be a 92, which is very, very nice. So I think that Kuechly, as of right now, is still one of the better middle linebackers in the game, but I don't think he's one of the best cards from Team of the Year. Next up, we have Casey Heyward. Now, I think Casey Heyward is honestly, it's a little bit weird that he has such high man coverage with such slow speed. Like, I understand that's the type of quarterback that he is, but it doesn't really work that well in Madden, having that slow speed. So I think the Casey Heyward is more so going to be a cover 2 type of cornerback, kind of similar to, say, like that Richard Sherman Zero Chill type card. Very, very similar to that card. Of course, he does have 78 catching as well. He's got an 89 jumping, 66 tackling, and of course, he's got a block shed of a 55, which is okay, and a hit power of a 50. And I honestly think that it's not like a very underappreciated card just because there are so many running backs out, but I think that some people are kind of undervaluing how good this Nick Chubb card is, strictly because of the fact that, first off, of course, he does give bruiser chem, but just like Bo Jackson, you guys can see Bo Jackson, of course, got a spin and juke of 90 and 92. Well, Nick Chubb's got a 91 juke move with 80 spin move, so I do believe he can get jukebox on him, which is very good. So he has jukebox, he'll get bruiser, 92 speed, 93 excel, 97 carrying, 70 catching. He's extremely similar to Bo. He's basically Bo Jackson, but a little bit slower and not as elusive, but still gets the jukebox, still gets the bruiser. Definitely pretty good. Now getting some wide receivers here, we've got Chris Godwin, and when it comes to these depth position players, of course, the wide receivers, you can put him in wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slot receiver 1, slot receiver 2. Chris Godwin can definitely be on your team for the rest of the year. 92 speed, 90 jumping, 94 catch traffic, 94 spec catch, 96 catch, 92 short running, 95 medium, and 93 deep. He's not the most, explosive wide receiver ever, but he definitely can get the job done for anyone with 93 acceleration, 55 run block, which is actually pretty good, 86 juke move, and 44 impact block. Now, Minkah Fitzpatrick, honestly, may be free safety number 2 to me in the entire game. Currently, I still put Sean T ahead of him because Sean does have that one more speed, the head power, and he's got a little bit better block shed and, of course, a lot better tackling than Minkah Fitzpatrick. But still, I feel like Minkah's card is going to play amazing. 92 man, 94 zone, 89 hit power, 93 speed, 96 excel, 97 play rec. If you use him right, he definitely could potentially be the best free safety in the game. Like, he's very, very similar to Sean T. He's got the 2 better excel, better play rec. He's more of a ball hawking safety than Sean T, I'd imagine. Card is still really, really good. And next is going to be Michael Thomas, who's coming with 90 speed, 91 jumping with 97 catching, 96 catching traffic, 95 spec catch, 96 short, 94 medium, and a 90 deep route running. Very, very good when it comes to the catching, the catch traffic, the spec catch, and also the route running stats as well. Then, of course, take a look at his run block. He's got a 49 there. Spin and juke, he's got a solid juke with an 87 and a 42 impact block. I definitely think Michael Thomas is pretty good. I just wish he was a little bit faster. And that's exactly why I have DeAndre Hopkins ranked ahead of him, is strictly because of the speed. I know people still say speed doesn't always matter, but trust me, if you have a 90 speed wide receiver, it's very, very hard to do a lot of things. It's very hard to go deep with a 90 speed wide receiver. If you like, depending on your type of receiver, if you like to have, you know, the little slants, the out routes, the ins, whatever, where you just pick up 5, 6, 7 yards at a time, just catching in traffic, Michael Thomas is the guy for you. But overall, I still rank DeAndre Hopkins ahead of him because he does have a little bit better speed at 92 with 98 jumping, 95 catch traffic, and 95 spectacular catch. Definitely gets it done with the catch, traffic catching, and spec catch. Not as good of a route runner, of course, as Michael Thomas, but he also has got a run block of a 48, and his spin and juke as well is an 89 juke with 81 spin, so a little bit better juke move with 44 impact. Personally, I like DeAndre Hopkins better than Michael Thomas. One person I ranked above all of them is actually Hardman, because the man has 97 speed. And speed that's literally like the killer this year. Speed is always the biggest thing when it comes to Madden. I tell you guys, 97 speed is very hard to stop. Not to mention if Hardman gets a power up, you can literally get him up to 99 speed so easily. With 95 acceleration, 94 agility, he is a great returner. 94 juke, 84 spin move, plus he's actually got pretty solid route running and catching stats with 93 spec catch, 89 catch traffic, 90 short, 91 medium, and 93 deep. Hardman is this year's Team of the Year at Tyreek Hill. And another speedy player, of course, is going to be George Kittle, coming with an 88 speed, 95 catching, 88 catching traffic with 90 spectacular catch, 87 run blocking, 86 medium, 88 short running as well, and of course got an 89 acceleration. So George Kittle, one of the fast players in the game, one of the fast tight ends in the game, I should say, not fast players, but fast tight ends in the game, with 87 run blocking. I definitely plan to pick this card up. Now, I originally wasn't going to put him this high strictly because I don't like to actually put like players up here if you happen to get Russell Wilson as an NAT. I don't like to be stuck with a player, but I think Russell Wilson, if you're stuck with him, you're stuck with one of the better QBs in the game for the rest of the year, basically. 87 speed, 92 throw power, 93 short, 90 medium, 95 deep, with a 90th run the run, 96 play action. Of course, can get dashing deadeye. He can get escape artist. It's really all you need when it comes to a QB. And of course, acceleration 91. Russell Wilson, if you happen to get him, if you get him as an NAT, I would say, honestly, don't be upset at all because, I mean, I don't see why you would be upset. That's literally a QB you can keep for the rest of the year. Power him up. You have your quarterback for the rest of the year. Now, what's so crazy to me is that Jamal Adams is literally Pat Tillman, but better. It's so crazy. +1 speed, +4 acceleration, man coverage is way better, zone coverage is better, hit power is at 98, 96 play rate, 95 pursuit, catching's a 71, jumping is an 8. It's literally the one thing. Block should, I believe, maybe a little bit lower as well, 70 compared to 73. But Jamal Adams is literally Pat Tillman, just better. And Pat Tillman to me has been the best defensive player I've had all year long. I can't even imagine how well this card must play, plus the 98 hit power. And at number 2, I'm actually going with Tre'Davious White. Now, the reason I'm going with White here is, again, a depth position player. 94 speed, 95 excel, 93 agility, 95 play rate, 94 man, 93 zone with 96 press, catching's a 74, tackling's a 73, jumping is only an 83, but he does also have a pretty solid block shot of 56 with a hit power of 68. And of course, the final player in my rankings is going to be Aaron Donald. He has to be number 1 here. And the reason he's number 1 is strictly because this is by far and away, of all the Team of the Year players, in my opinion, this will be the most dominant player currently. And you get him, you don't need the right end the rest of the year because he got 97 power move, 96 block shooting, 98 strength with 84 speed, 91 acceleration. Yes, I know there's going to be some defensive end coming out late in the year, some defensive ends today that have like 90 plus speed with similar block shot, similar power move, but honestly, who cares? It's Aaron Donald. He plays phenomenal with a 94 finesse move. I plan to pick him up. and I don't plan to pick up a new right end the rest of the year because it's just going to be that absolutely insane. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like on the vid, and of course hit that sub button down below. If you guys happen to get yourself any free Team of the Year player packs, either from the Team of the Week tokens or from the solo challenges, let me know down below who you guys actually got. And also keep in mind this ranking is for, you know, if you guys have NAT or in general, if you guys are going to go ahead and pick them up, kind of the same rankings as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video though. See you guys next time.